Why, hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. This is Otaku Shobo. Today is Tuesday, February 1st, 2022. I have returned to using my webcam today, so things will look a little bit different from last time. The colors will be very, very different than previously. I decided I'd rather have the frame rate than the best picture quality I can get. So previous stream I was using this, my Canon Rebel EOS Rebel T3, my T3 camera. I had this thing hooked up behind the desk, pointed at me, with a little wire coming out, a tiny little piece of rubber here through the battery bay. Had gotten a little like blanking battery. It's got the contacts on it, but it's not actually a battery. It just has a little port to plug your power into, and it just slides right in with a little rubber piece for the wire to come out, so you can have it plugged in directly rather than using a battery. The problem with it was that it doesn't get any more than like 20 frames per second on the output through USB, because for whatever reason, Canon, in their infinite wisdom, decided for their program that allows you to use these cameras as a webcam, that they were going to use an output via USB rather than through the actual HDMI output on the camera. So that's great. I'm using the little stand that I got for the camera previously for the webcam now. So it's no longer tied to the top of my monitor in front of me. So I could actually move the monitor if I wanted to. The problem is, if I move the monitor up too much, well, then you can actually see the bottom, the like top of the monitor in the viewport range. So, it'll be stable in its current position, though, and it's a little bit easier to manipulate. I think I can at least like nudge my monitor now without having the webcam change. So that was one thing. Another thing, I did get my booster on Sunday. We actually had a bit of snow Friday into Saturday morning, while I was going to originally have my appointment for Saturday. We made it Sunday instead because of expected snow. I've been okay thus far. I did have a little bit of brain fog last night in the evening, but it was very temporary. I'm mostly back, mostly just sore and like a little bit like on the inside, like in the armpit, like just soreness, like swollen, like in there for whatever reason, even though the shot was like way up here, way up there on the shoulder. It's like, okay, sure. Little sore. Other than that, my entire weekend has been spent playing Pokemon Legends Arceus. That's been my entire like Friday through today has been playing that game. I am in the post game now, quote unquote post game, which I mean I've enjoyed the experience thus far, and I'm going to keep playing it until I've done all of the things. Until I've done all of the things in that game. So, as for Factorio progress, not as much as I would like, but I did get done the things that I said. The thing that I said I was going to do last time, which was finish all of the logistics on the Arcod build, because that's what we did last time. Last time I set up Arcods from nothing. But we didn't have any infrastructure at all for Arcods. Now I have a few. I have a few. Why have you stopped? Oh, because I have too many. I have too many barrels in this system. And it's clogged it up. I need to fix that. This is what happens when you have too many barrels. Just a few too many. So that's making Arcods mainly to use as modules for the actual honey build. We made Arcod honey from the Arcods. I now have a full supply of Arcod honey. Thank goodness. We are good to go on the honey for now, as we are making our way towards getting into good alien samples. Yes, good alien samples. This is the goal, the next goal in the base. I have Circuit 2s, I have neuroprocessors, which means I have Mark II infrastructure almost across the board. The only ingredient I don't have that a few buildings need would be electric engine units. That's the only thing, which unfortunately is blocking specifically the Mark II slaughtering house. So yeah, the Mark II slaughterhouse is unfortunately locked behind there. There's a couple other things that get locked behind that as well. But anyway, working towards all of this stuff here to get into a measly 0.2 good alien samples. We have our honey. I can do the microfiber at any time. I am going to do that off screen most likely. Same with the primers, I think. No, not the same with the primers, because that's going to need sea sponges. Oh boy, and we're going to have to set up sea sponges still as well. But the big thing here is Corlex. That's the real pain point that's going to take the most time for getting into the good alien samples here. Getting into Corlex and Corlex milk. In order to get Corlex, I'm going to need artificial blood. So that's what I'm going to start with today, is getting into the artificial blood. Once I clear out a few of these barrels, just like so, hopefully that will be enough. I don't think that's going to be enough. That is definitely not enough. Oh. Is the problem actually the production of you? Oh. Okay, it's just limited by the amount of, tin. Okay. That's a completely different problem that I'm not going to address right now. Unless the tin isn't moving. Oh, hot air. Oh, I've broken a thing. Yeah. Take me here. Apparently something is not correct. How did the... What? What's your problem? I see. I have missed a single rail signal in here, and that is causing all of these issues. There you go. Enjoy the hot air. Be free. Be free. That should fix a lot. That should fix a lot of stuff. I noticed that my robots in the mall weren't really doing much of anything, and in my experience previously, that usually means something in the base is broken. That usually means that something has broken, and I think I just found what was broken. Anyway. I've been looking at utility science. Actually, I've been looking at the, like, denatured seismite stuff and all of that, like, solidified Sarcoris. And, yeah... I think this is going to be, like, the way that I want to get utility science in the long term. And as well as potentially all of the other sciences as we go along. Just by nature of them, where this denatured seismite gives me everything, and the non-conductive phasogen gives everything prior to it. You get 3579. This one gives 357911. It just keeps stacking up on each other. I hate that it does that because I'm going to have to overflow void everything, and I didn't want to have to use this stuff, but it looks like I'll have to. It looks like I'll have to, because especially with this recipe for utility science, it's going to use all 5 on it. It's going to overproduce because it needs extra solidified Sarcoris, but if I break down like Negacium here as a product, why, then it's not so bad. And if I break down solidified Sarcoris itself as a product, well, then we're only left with excess Negacium. I think that's the best I can do out of this setup, but this ignores the fact that I'll likely have each one of these 5 setups in their own separate individual factories, giving specific outputs of all of it anyway. So, like, this is just magic for Hellmod to not have as many excess outputs. Like, either way, I'm going to be going for a specific, like, overproduction on all of these for this purpose. Now, this recipe, I'll note, is locked behind a utility science. This recipe is locked behind quantum computing. And it uses 2 of the things for space science. It's using the dimensional gastrocorg. Actually, no, that's used for perfect samples, which the perfect samples get used for the normal recipe for utility science, not for space. But if I can dodge perfect samples, I'm going to. If I can completely dodge having to make perfect samples, I am absolutely going to dodge having to make perfect samples. Why? I think you can tell why. I think you could immediately tell why. Just by looking at all of this stuff here. Yeah. I'm going to dodge these. How am I going to dodge these? Vat brain biocomputing. I'm going to do Vat brain for about 200 utility science packs so that I can unlock the technology that will give me this recipe, and I will do this recipe for utility science and not the regular one. That's something that I have, in fact, decided upon. Might be switching all the other sciences to using, like, these cotton gut products anyway at some point, especially since the purple science is just denatured seismite. Like, one ingredient, denatured seismite, makes purple science. And if I have to make it anyway, may as well use it for that purpose as well. Same for the other science packs, wherever applicable. Okay. You. Artificial. The most artificial of blood. I guess I should also mention, really before getting into this, the stuff that I've done off screen besides that. I have been chewing through my to-do list. I now have Mark II seaweed. Not the actual seaweed modules, but I have the facilities done through limestone, and I have 2 red belts worth. I have 60 per second. I used to have 15 per second on the seaweed crops. I have significantly more than that now. Gosh, I think together we scaled the CO2 a bit last time, so the CO2 is fine now. I have not done Vrauk formic acid because I haven't done the Vrauk yet. It's just I needed to get rid of that. I have green science, poor alien samples, lab instruments, optical sets, all that stuff is provided. And I decided to take this big square and just close it off and give me 2 extra squares up here, because my mall will not need to be this big. And I decided to use this area to get into Vrauk food, and this will be fiberboard, dedicated fiberboard in the end, specifically for the Vrauk food up here. so that I can set up Vrauks and Vrauk cocoons off screen as like the last major off-screen work before I can simply delete the entirety of everything from over like on this former main bus. I can already delete the entire thing at this point, like all this stuff, all of this, it can go away. I'm not using any of it anymore. None of it is being used right now. With very few exceptions, like this only exists for the Vrauk cocoons. Like that's the only thing. Vrauk cocoons and well, I guess the fiberboard and the concrete, but I can do the concrete anywhere. I'm going to do the fiberboard and the Vrauk cocoons, and that will eliminate all of these provider chests at the end here and mean that the entirety of the bus can be deleted. That's going to be a hell of a mission, deleting the bus. That's going to take a while. That's going to take a long while to delete an entire main bus like that. Am I okay doing this like right here for the artificial blood? I think so. Put it like right. Oh, no, can't put it there. No, we can't put it. We cannot put it there because this station is just barely in the way. This will not stay like this in the long term because I'm going to have a different way of getting into cyanic acid. Yeah, this is just to get into cyanic, not the ammonia. What I'll have in the long term is ammonia production, abiotic ammonia production that will convert into cyanic dirt from ammonia and not any of this, so I don't have to worry as much about my placement here. Off we go. When I want more of the cobalt extract. Which we are about to use for the artificial blood. I don't need that much for now. I will need more as we go along. This is actually going to be a rather large station. I do have the space for it, though. I need more Ulrichs that I'm making, as usual. I need cobalt extract, rare earth oxides, hot air, next lit plate, titanium plate, aromatics, sulfur, and refined syngas for this, for all of this. The Ulrich is making blood, because I don't really have a better option for blood at the moment. I will eventually have a better option for blood. I hope. Ulrichs give 80, Augs give 100, and Mukmo give 130. So, I mean, obviously, Mukmo giving a lot more there. In fact, I think perhaps giving the most? Yeah, the most per cycle, or per unit creature is Mukmo for blood. The problem with this is that we also need artificial blood to make Mukmo. Our artificial blood blocks both Corlex and Mukmo, unfortunately. By the way, Corlex give 30. They give like nothing for blood. Great. Great job. And you need 6 cotton guts for the blood for them. You get 10 blood per unit cotton gut. I have run out of fuel. That doesn't happen all that often. There we go. Now we're operating. So for this, for the artificial blood, we're going to need albumin and Futec PP6. Eventually, the albumin will come from Arthurian eggs. And I'm thinking I would rather use the Arthurian eggs than the blood. So this is why it doesn't necessarily matter all that much that whether or not I'm going to use Mukmo. In fact, chances are I will not use Mukmo at all in the production of artificial blood, just because I will switch over to the Arthurian eggs. Even though Arthurians are also their own special level of shenaniganery. What was it the Arthurians eat? Like, Arthurians eat a creature. Oh, they're eating cotton guts on that one. I see. Did that change? I don't remember them eating cotton gut. In fact, I think they had to have had something other than cotton gut that they ate, because cotton guts, I don't think, were initially part of the mod. They came after Arthurians, I believe, if I'm remembering that right. One of the first that were introduced, well, one of the latest introduced during development. I'm trying to remember, but because I remember having this complaint about how Arthurians give 2 brains, but they eat an animal that would have given a brain. There was this like weird thing about how the Arthurians, because they were eating an entire creature that gave a brain, even though they gave 2 brains, it wasn't really worth it to use them to slaughter them for brains until later, when you got the upgrade text where you got more than 2 brains from output from Arthurians. But I see they're eating cotton guts now. It seems 5 make 6 brains. Excuse me? No, 6 make 2 brains. Six make 2 brains for cotton guts. So 6 into 2, 3 into 1. 3 into 1. Three into 1. Gotcha. Uh-huh. And you're eating 4 to get an 80% chance of an Arthurian egg? Of an Arthurian, excuse me? You see the weirdness here is that we're like eating a brain to get +1 brain? Well, then why not just make more of the cotton guts then? If 3 cotton guts make 1 brain, can slaughter into 1 brain, why do this for an Arthurian that then gives 2? It's like you're only actually like gaining the 1 extra brain, going through all this effort, right? And you have to get even more cotton gut spent for the actual eggs as well. It's weird. It's weird. I would only use Arthurians after getting the upgrade techs that give more brain outputs from Arthurians. They do become worth it at some point. Because of brain. Arthurians, where are you? Here. They will eventually output 8 brains for a regular caged Arthurian from the base of 2. They'll upgrade. They'll actually upgrade into 6. And then into 8. Which is just fantastic. And then if you do the nanochondria, you get 10, but there's no reason to do that at all. Like, under any circumstances. Don't do like the nanochondria recipes or any of those other ones unless you absolutely have to, which you absolutely have to if you're doing perfect samples, which is why I'm dodging perfect samples like the plague. Give me a pin. And who knows, maybe there's going to be a balance update that will force you to do perfect samples. Let's see. So how many solids do I need? 5? 6. Six solids and 3 fluids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 solids. 1, 2, 3 fluids. I need a fluid request station. Oh, that would be you. And there we go. Fluids. Trees. All trees must die. Switch to termite ammo. Go. Go, my termite bots. Destroy the enemy. The ultimate enemy. I need more rail. Part of me is always thinking, is like, do I just put in a request for an extra 100 rail? This has happened several times. I used to only have 600 units of rail requested. Now I have 8, and then I guess now I'll have 9. Maybe make it a full 10 stack. Slowly eating up my inventory space. Okay. From here, I'm going to actually build the factory and then do all the logistics work, bringing stuff in by train. So let's get this started. Just need to kill a few trees that may or may not end up being in the way. Oh yeah, and there's where the sulfur is. Oh. The sulfur's here. So it's gonna, like, go out and over to here. Like, just go around the bend. At least it's close. At least it's close. Okay, let's get this hydrogen online. I just need a 1. Oh, I have added a mod, by the way. I have added this mod. I forget the name. Load game. It is what? What are you? It's like automatic underground pipe connectors. That's the one. Automatic underground pipe connectors. This was suggested last stream, in fact. But it automatically places the pipe segment every time you do a right angle and every time you do a 1-tile gap. It just auto-magically adds in that central pipe, so you don't have to go switching to regular pipe over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Helps so that you don't miss a connection either. That's really, I think, the most important thing, is you're not going to miss a connection there. Okay, next, what? Hello, Dolly. Oh, she brought her baby. She brought Dolly's baby with her, huh? She brought her baby. How's my doll? How's my doll? She's got her baby here. Yeah. Alright, let's slaughter the thing. Oh, this is, this is a few of these buildings. That should be 18. Yep. Yeah, Merle. How's Dolly? How's my Dolly? Oh, there's the baby. Yes. Yes, there's the baby. I know. I know. Hi. Hi, Dolly. Hi, pretty baby. Yeah. We got a big kitty. We got a big kitty here. Yeah. You got your baby. Got your baby, huh? Get your baby. Come get your baby. Yeah, come get the baby. Come get it. Come on. Come on. Get the baby. Yes, no, maybe. There she goes. There she goes. Get that baby. You get the baby, huh? Yeah. Yes, baby Dolly. Yeah. We got the kitty. Good. All is well in the universe. This is going to mean that I'm going to need to have this arrangement of stuffs. Yeah, you've got your baby. Is it fallen? Did it fall down? It fell down. Yeah, it fell down. Yeah, you go biting. You go biting your baby. Yeah, you bite that baby. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. You got it? Yeah, you got it. And it fell. Ta-da! Yeah, you get your baby. You get your baby. You get it. It fell again. Hey. You need to be nice to your baby. Yeah. Yeah. Where's your baby? What are you doing? Where is it? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Yeah, where'd it go? Where'd it go, little Miss Dolly? You drop it? Yeah, she dropped it. She dropped her baby. There, have it. Have that baby and do whatever you want with it. I'm not gonna pick it up again. I have work to do. Yeah. What happened? Where'd it go? Is it on the floor again? Yes. Yes, it is. Her baby's black and white. Slash, blah, black and gray, more accurately. Yeah, bro. Now she's going to the window. Good. Good. See what's outside. Ollie's got a baby. His is orange. And looks like a chipmunk. Chipmunk colorings. So I always call it his chipmunk. That's not gonna work. There we go. And output down there. Input from there. I will need cages. And I will need the actual victims. There we go. Request. Ulrich at AB Artificial Blood. Ulrich. Let's go. Bring me my Ulrich. Vehicle. Give me my cages. And give me a box. Give me a box for my cages. Actually, the box should have been here, but whatever. This is a closed system, in that it will never give me fewer cages than I need in. It will reuse all of the cages constantly. And that will be that to make the blood. It just goes directly into 5 of these in order to make the actual albumin for now. And eventually this will be completely replaced with my Arthurian eggs, a single Arthurian egg input. Just gotta live with the blood for now. So nice not having to switch to regular pipes for those. Oh my goodness, that is much appreciated. Okay, that will be albumin. Really? Did I not put 100 cages? That does not look like 100 cages. Was that only 50? I thought I put more than that. Nah, I want more. Go more cages. Yeah, I need to have enough so that, like, there can be enough traveling down to go into all of the buildings here. Enough of a buffer to maintain the throughput. You should be one of those. As should you, for that matter. Just as long as we're green lights on everything, then I know that I have enough cages. Okay, and we are making albumin. Good. That is done. Next, I need a single GPU. For making acid gas, there are many ways to make acid gas. This is just the one that I've decided for this because it is simple. Bring on the sulfur as the next ingredient. Our soul. You know, I could have sworn I was standing a little bit lower than that. I could have sworn I was a little bit lower than that. Okay. You... Where am I? Alright, go here. All of this stuff can be deleted. My goodness. I need to, like, get rid of this pistol. Yeah, we got splat by a train. That train now has a kill counter. By the way. It was an Ulrich train. So I know it's you. Okay, you're arriving. So if we look at the tooltip on the train, it or on the locomotive itself, there should be an entry. Yeah, players killed 1 with my name. Pause. Why don't you let me do a tooltip on game pause? What? Stop. So we can see. Yeah, it's right there. Every individual train that you have keeps a kill counter of how many people it's killed and who it's killed. Put that away. Go back. Where were we? Here. I need to grab everything off of the corpse. Remaining time 12.5 minutes. Oh boy, imagine being more than 15 minutes away from where you died. Ah, that would suck so much. It's not feasible for that to happen, for you to be more than 15 minutes away from your spawn location. But it's a possibility sometimes, I guess, depending on how big your base is. This isn't all that active, and I don't really know why. I guess I just have full buffers everywhere. This just may be the normal activity level. Yeah. I've got Dolly's baby on from the floor now. Where's Dolly? I'm gonna put it on the desk next to me. Maybe she'll find it. Maybe she'll find it later. Okay, we have arrived. Oh, I see a paw. Who is that? Who is that? Oh, that's a Dolly on the other side of my TV, trying to grab this from under the TV, which has like that much clearance between the desk and the bottom of the TV. It's only about like that much space. Yeah, only about that much space. He's like reaching the paw, trying to grab it. Oh boy. I need everything. Thanks. Yeah, thing. Should have a nano emitter that's supposed to have that stuff on it. There we go. There she is. Hi, Dolly. Welcome to this side of the of the TV. Okay. Let's not stand on that rail. Our sulfur at artificial blood. Okay, give me sulfur. Excuse me? Oh. Oh, I guess it just had been delivering something. Hey. Hey. What are you doing? Be careful back there. I do hope that she hasn't, managed to disconnect the modem, because the modem is back there. For the internet, for the stream. That wouldn't be good. I think she may have knocked it over just now. Because it's back there. Would you not? Like, what are you trying to grab at? What are you trying to grab at, Dolly? Okay. Well. Next, refined syngas. Let's go. Let's get this input going. Hey, it automatically. R ref syngas at AB. Refined syngas. Go, go, go. Glorious. Yeah, there's Dolly. Hey, what are you doing? Off she goes. Off she runs. Pin that again. We did that. Next. Oh boy. I have a choice for next. I think it's going to be the cobalt fluoride, because that's the most logical next ingredient. I don't know if I want it there, though. Well, one more tile seems better. Okay. Really? Better. Alright, this next line is going to be shared. So I'm going to do this. Yeah, you've got your baby. Kitty's playful. She's playful. Don't go digging. Don't go digging. Request. We're looking at the cobalt extract at AB. And we are looking to request REO at AB. Okay, cobalt extract, that's in here. And then over here for the rare earth. Or is it here? I never remember. Rare earth. Yeah, got your baby. Go get your baby. Oh, hey, that was a quick trip. Quick trip for you. For you. Okay, that's that one. Then, Decalin. Oh, right. I'm gonna need that on this side. Going down. Doink, doink. Copy. Paste. This is going to be the Nexlet and Titanium. Our Nexlet at AB. Our Titanium at AB. Let there be Nexlet plate. And let there be Titanium plate. Titanium might take a little while to get here before there's another batch ready that can come out here. I also will need the aromatics. Actually, this one's hot air. And the bottom one is the aromatics. Alright, bring in hot air and bring in the aromatics. I've got plenty of aromatics. I have as many aromatics as I have benzene, or as much as I have benzene. The hot air goes here. And the aromatics will go in here somewhere. This line. Ta-da! How long of a wait on titanium? Ooh, I could use another train. Potentially. It's on its way now. And then bring down the hydrogen, or bring over the hydrogen from way back there. I'd much rather run pipelines over the distance than belt lines. So this will be fine. This will give me Decalin. This, when I get hot air, is going to give me cobalt fluoride, and I have albumin in here. Have I been... Okay, I should use efficiency modules where I can, because I've put in productivity in my plans for most everything that can take it, anyway. Unfortunately, the albumin recipe does not take productivity. I don't know why. It's just it doesn't consider albumin an intermediate. It's not on the list. Therefore, it does not exist. And the cobalt fluoride is used for the Flutec. I'm going to need to do one of these. That will be that. Ta-da. And then, last but not least, add albumin. Don't think I need this gap, but I'm not gonna pick up albumin. And that, as they say, is that this supply station needs to supply fluid. Think that works. Though you're in the way. I wish that was an odd number, not an even number. Whatever. I'll make it work. That will be that. I need you to be supply artificial blood depot for artificial blood. Supply depot full cargo circuit condition fluid count of artificial blood greater than or equal to 120. aka 2 minutes worth of production. Oh hey, there's our Decalin. Just need a delivery of hot air. I just need a delivery of hot air. I only need a delivery of hot air. I need more hot air. I have Mark II buildings. Unfortunately, the regenerative heat exchanger does not have a Mark II version of it, but the pressure pumps still do, and that'll save a heck of a lot of space, as do the foundries. They have a Mark II, but the Foundry Mark II is a crafting speed of 3, is it not? It is, so it's only a 50% increase in speed. So it's not halving the amount. But I could also move red belts of stuff at a time on each side. Which actually means that it would be, if I like replaced a lot of these with red belt inputs of stone to do red belt outputs of stone bricks to then process the red belts into hot air, these would end up being 50% longer. Just a bit longer. Maybe. Or shorter? I don't know. Longer, I think. Because we're not doubling. We're doubling the input, but we're not doubling the speed. So it's 50% longer. Which means this is in the way. And this is in the way. And it's a heck of a lot of foundries. I'm not gonna worry about that yet. Because it's going to be a good while before I actually need the artificial blood. But we have the artificial blood now, theoretically. So there we go. Artificial. The most artificial of artificial blood. Made out of blood. Yes, our artificial blood is made from blood. Anyway, time to head back, get restocked, and plan out the next step. What is the next steps on our way towards Corlax? Well, I could start the process of making Corlax. Trying to think. I'm going to need another fluid station. Oh boy. And I went and I added a whole bunch of standard stations. I think, though, that the spacing doesn't change. I don't think there's a spacing. There's no spacing difference, so I can just grab. Oh, no, there's absolutely a spacing difference. What? How? Why? Why is there a spacing difference? Alright, so you just have to die. Excuse me, but you're marked for deletion. Like, remove it so I can even put down the ghosts here. Come on, bots. You can do it. I know you can do it. They've done it. They have done the thing. And this will, of course, be for artificial blood. And I'll bring the artificial blood all the way down to here. Oh, yeah, you also need fetal serum. Well, that's easy enough. Do I just do that now? What is it used for? Outside of vat brains? Pup raising. Cotton gut breeding program. Great. Trying to think of how much I would want on the fetal serum. I don't think it's going to be all that much, to be honest. I think this is just going to be another 10, if that. I need guts, of which my only option is Ulrich at the moment. Of course, Mukmo give the most on the guts. So we have Mukmo giving the most guts and the most blood and the most manure. So we're gonna want to make those at some point, despite them being the largest building size, I think, in the whole mod suite. I forget the exact dimensions of the Mukmo pasture, but it's freaking huge. Just a bit large. All right, I'm gonna need those biofactories again. I'm gonna need those. I'm gonna need the slaughterhouses again. Another 20. All that just to get 10 fetal serum. Wow. And I don't have the silver production for that quite yet. It'll improve eventually. I'll switch to a different creature eventually. Fortunately, I have the glassware provided on the train network, and in enough, a sufficient quantity. Where am I? Oh, you know, it would help if I had this button on after dying. Yeah, that would help a lot. I'm also going to need to get more cages because I grabbed all of them out of the vehicle, and I don't have the cages produced in the mall. So yeah, we're gonna make the fetal serum next, and then we'll work on the fish for the second half of the stream. So fish, I have somewhere on here. Where do I have you? Yeah, here. We only have one option for fish. We're going to need to do biomass and have lamps and have oxygen and have saline water. Fortunately, I am providing saline water on my train network. So this ends up being an extremely, extremely simple, quote-unquote, factory that's gonna need a lot of fish farms. And it's gonna cost me a lot of power. The power is why I don't want to use fish to produce urea if I don't have to in the long run, especially not right now where I don't have access to the dedicated fish into blood recipe. Yeah. If I had the dedicated fish into blood recipe, I could get a net 5 urea out for 53.5 megawatts. But I don't. In the alternative, I could do this and slaughter Ulrich into blood. And in the alternative, I could soon enough slaughter Muckmo into blood. 0.4 Muckmo, how much was it for the Ulrich? 0.7. Yeah, like half the amount on the Muckmo, but you have to think about, well, what's the Muckmo gonna cost me? Food, in the form of Tofra. Food in the form of Relesia and Fawagi. I'm okay with the Relesia. I'm not okay with Tufra right now. That seems like a better option to me. I don't know about you. Oh, do you actually take productivity? I am shocked. And it's not that many Muckmo pastures either. That's interesting. Botanical nurseries have 0 module slots, by the way. At least they're not supposed to have any module slots. Alright, where am I going to do this? What am I going to build? Where am I going to build? Well, we just built there. Do I go here? I think I go here. Yeah. I'm gonna go here. I'll note that this area has, like, one of an extremely few number of, like, a natural gas derrick with 3.6 mil natural gas on it that I'm never going to use. That I am, in fact, never going to use. In fact, I am adamant that I am never going to use it. It is gone. It does not exist anymore. Same for the other ones, but I'm technically using the tar technically as a as an overflow. Like all of this stuff that's been tapped, these natural gas, these crude and tar, these are like the just in cases. The just in cases, but I like all of my mall, like I am getting mall tar sent directly to the mall. That's coming out of small parts. Small part drilling. But that's there just in case. I don't plan on using it. Because I don't like finite resources. Just inherently. I dislike it. I'm here for the building. The solving of the various production chains, not... I'm not here to reposition my mining every 10 minutes. Okay. This factory here needs 3 inputs. Just add 1 more. Whoopsies. And it is a fluid station. So I will grab that. That's fetal serum. D fetal serum. We have request Ulrich at fetal serum. We have request glassware at fetal serum. And we have request silver at fetal serum. This is going to be a shared belt experience. Ulrich. Glassware. Silver. Oh boy. I do need the cages. Okay, that's that, and then these guys. 1, 2, 4. Straight line out. Filter. Cages. Back that way. Ta-da! Ish. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Connect above. Copy this. Eight. 12. And 14. Ta-da! There we go. 14 slaughterhouses, giving me glorious guts. Guts, guts, and more guts. Just add cages. Just gotta add those cages, and we're good. There we go. That's that, and then it's simply a matter of the biofactory at the end. Yeah, I want I want this way. Wow, to get 10, it's 2? Really? I guess it would be 1 if I had no productivity. Yeah. If I didn't have productivity, it would just be 1 building. But because of it, I have to have 2 buildings, which means twice the module count, thanks to the 10% speed reduction on each of these. Oh boy. Yep. Oh boy. Oh joy. Oh bliss. Ta-da. You. Fetal serum, supply, depot, full cargo, circuit condition, fluid count of that fetal serum, which is here, greater than or equal to 120 units, automatic, and we are good to get some cages, and also define fetal serum. Okay, cages are over here. Then I'll come back and we'll get this going, and it will move. It will be moving. The artificial blood, ideally. Come on, you're still waiting on hot air. Now, the hot air I think is 600? How much hot air am I making? I don't even know at this point. What is my current hot air production? What the hell are you? Oh, that. Oh, that. I see. Oh, right. I forgot. Alright, so it's 150 each. So it's 450. I have 450 per second of hot air, and yet it's not enough. Please come to... Why are you going to Molly? Go to the artificial blood. I need you at artificial blood. I need it everywhere, that's the problem. Why you no iron? Hope that's not a broader problem. Alright, back. Where was I again? Where was this again? I've forgotten already. Right here. Iron plates. Oh god. Seriously? Huh. So for reference, I have about 27 times 2. I have 54 iron plates a second produced right now. It's not enough. It is apparently not enough. It'll be a little bit painful adding another line, though. Anyway, let's get the cages in here. Enjoy your cages. And that is right about at the halfway point. We are seconds away from being halfway through the day's stream. I'm going to get rid of these. I'm going to go to fish. I'm going to request. Where's the fish? There's the alarm. We are halfway through the day's stream, which means it is about that time to take a brief break. I need 70 of these. I also need my my compost plant. And that's about it. I need all the fish that I have. I need my fish. My fish are in a box. There. I have 30 fish with which to start this process. They exist in that box there. I have to go get them. But with that, it being halfway through the day's stream, I'm going to take a brief break. I'm going to be back, and we're going to work on our fish now that we have the fetal serum and artificial blood. I will be back shortly. And I have returned. Welcome back. This stupid green screen did not want to stay upright. It completely fell to the floor twice. Anyway, we are back. I have glorious stuffs. Ideally on the way. Are you kidding me? I've never done fish farms. I haven't set up fish farms at all. Okay. Let's start making fish farms. Figure out a spot in the mall that currently has nothing. And make fish farms. I don't have Mark IIs. Only have the Mark 1s available. Why no fishies? Why no fishies so far? I don't know. This is a pretty bad spot because of this power pole here. I can't add another inserter requester chest in here, and that's a lot of throughput of stuffs. That's a lot of stuff that you could take just to make a half a fish farm a second. Oh gosh, if I'm not even getting one a second, and with all the throughput requirements, if I'm gonna get like one every 10 seconds, if even that, and I need 70 of these things, that's gonna take a while. I am gonna add the extras here. Just to eat through my buffers. I'll completely eat through all of my buffer space in the attempt to get even slightly more throughput out of this. It's not gonna be great either way, because I do need 70 of these things at least. Okay, you're delivering them to me. That's good. One entire fish farm. It's all gotta start somewhere. So we have 7 per fish farm. Okay. I need to get here to grab that. Best way is probably Crawdad way. Let me get in my... Let's get in the Crawdad. Take a stroll. Take a bit of a stroll here in the Crawdad. And, I don't know, maybe try to destroy a few things along the way. And try not to get hit by... Or try not to hit a train and destroy the train in the process. Oh yeah, there's like meat over there that was to fuel the Crawdad. I don't need it at all, though. Like, all of this needs to get deleted. I don't have any use for it anymore. It's all been replaced. Okay, stop. Back it up. Back it up. There we go. Fishies! Oh, why do we only have that many fishies? I don't know. It's because my only water on the map is the starting zone water. Again, I didn't want to have the water acting as a extra element of having to dodge stuff to build my factories. Like I don't like Swiss cheese maps with just filled with tiny pockets of water all over the place, or even big pockets of water all over the place. It's like it makes no sense. I don't like the water generation at all in any of its configurations. So I just don't have water at all enabled. If I had alien biomes, there would at least be shallow water, which, again, you can't build on, but would have extra fish. Wouldn't have to worry about not having more fish on the map, but as it currently stands, I only have fish at that starting zone. So we're stuck with 30 total fish until we make more. Ah, good. You're bringing me another fish farm. Oh, on the way 12. Good. That's better than 0. It's still not 70 though. It's still not 70 though, but I think that's going to be enough to provide my 30 fish. So now I can safely go to where I'm going to build this factory and start placing the stuff down, because I do have to positive feedback loop a bit. I have a nice space in here, but this was supposed to be route cocoons. So where am I going to do fish? Great. Great question. Where am I going to do fish? Humma. I may need a new spot. Here. Just in time. Here is good, I think. Right here. It's a little out of the way compared to where I've been building the other stuff, but it'll be okay. It shall be okay. You and you need to get added. And then this also needs to die. As does that stuff. Just get rid of the whole thing so that I can copy this whole thing and paste it down there. We're here. Because I need another fluid input for the fetal serum. Whoops, we're not done with that. There we go. Get in here. What would suck is if I somehow got ran over by my own train in the middle of building a train station so that the train can't leave because it's an incomplete trackway and I get respawned really far away. That would suck. That would really suck. So always have to be careful about where I stand when bringing my own train. to me. Okay, we've done this thing. What do I need as inputs? I need 2 solids and a fluid. And I also need to deal with wastewater. There will be wastewater. I should have brought evaporators. I should have brought evaporators. So I'll request some. Where do those live again? I never remember. Evaporator. There you are. Okay, fluid request station. Where is the closest? You. So I am bringing... These have to be separate. They cannot be shared. Request logs at fish. You are, of course, supplying fish. You are requesting lamps at fish. And you are requesting saline at fish. Now, saline I have in abundance. I'm not worried about the saline. I should start to worry a little bit about the lamps, but I think I'm okay for now. And then logs are logs. I've got 15 per second of production. And for now, they've been fine. That is a lot of trees. Goodbye, trees. You will not be missed in the slightest. And thinking about this, I should have had these belts going in the other direction. Alright, trees. All trees must die. If I need to fit frickin' 69 fish tanks around here, it's most likely going to be not exactly that number. In fact, it won't be exactly that number. It'll be 70 at least. Because, you know, odd numbers are not nice. Don't like odd numbers of buildings, especially when I'm not able to build them all in a single row. I am not going to put 69 fish farms all in one row. That's not happening. Now that they're probably going to be in either 7 rows of 10 or 10 rows of 7. And I'm leaning towards the 10 rows of 7 because that's I like having the even number of rows, even though the number of buildings are odd in each row. But I do need to start with our good friend Oxygen first. Alright, there's the oxygen now included. Let's get you going. Let's do that and do that. Bring in the logs. There we go. The logs. They have arrived. While I can do a shared belt between lamps and biomass, I'm not going to. I'm not going to because of future-proofing, primarily. And then how do I want to arrange these? I guess that'll have to do. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You are going to overflow void on that wastewater. Yeah. We're going to have escape here. Input here times 2. I don't want that, though. So I am going to have to move these a tile. Okay. Oh, I will absolutely need to bring more belt in. That's another thing. 1,000 units is not going to be enough. There is no chance that it will be enough. Whoops. So the biomass should be the inner one. Should. Usually be the inner one. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't think it matters on a per building basis. No, it will not matter on a per building basis, so whichever one is more convenient will be what I go with here. Which I guess is going to be the inner one for this side. Then for this next line, the game won't let me flip it. I have to... I have to just grab it and then do like so. Hey, thank you so much for following the channel through a subscription. Thank you so much for that. We're just making fish. We're just getting fishy around here. Getting some fishies going. I need even more fishies, so further building of this doesn't really matter, but for now I'm going to do it to at least have these 2 lines. There, and then 1 more building. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna bring in the lamps like here. And it will follow a very similar path. Because can't forget about the logistics. Never forget about the logistics and trying to make it at least palatable. Yeah, and up we go. These are the important ones that I want. Okay. From here, paste 5 more times. Ah, goodness gracious. Take all of that. All of that. And yeah, there'll be a little overlap there. But just 4. 5. Blah. 3. Excuse me, 3, and then 4, and then 5. Is that all aligned? I think that's all aligned. Ahem. Yeah, it's it is a bit much. Does not include the lamp lines. So I will need to add those. Break that. Pick that up. And pick that up. And there's the lamps. There we go. Just got to bring the lamps physically over. And then it will just start working. Right? It should just start working. Ta-da! Now to walk through this to build as much as I can, because obviously I don't have enough of the actual fish farms right now. Nor will I have enough power poles, nor will I have even remotely enough belt line. How much belt is left? Another 722. I think I can grab that. I should be able to grab that from my train. And I think I have some extra power poles if I need them in my train. We might get away with it, though. Looks like we have just about enough power poles. Yeah, we have like just enough, and we have enough inserters as well. That's shocking. Okay. Bring me... Right. So this is the oxygen. And then down here, it's the same. Not quite the same, actually. I need one extra tile of a gap to hook up the saline. Oh, I'm now out of underground pipe. Well, I'll take that. Because I do have pipe in the vehicle. A single stack. Wonderful. I also have the belt lines, so I'll go ahead and take care of that. Glorious. We'll put the input right there. Ta-da! Saline. And the fish are moving. The fish shall flow. Although I do also still have to get the output lines all connected up. Wonderful little fish farm here. This is a much smaller fish farm than in my previous playthrough. I think the previous playthrough I did like 15 per second. Something like that. Something crazy. It was a lot. I remember it being a lot. Because I did it for the ammonia. Twas a ton of fish farms. But for now, yeah, I guess they all have to go this way. I won't do that extra bit for now. I will eventually want to scale this, but I'm going to leave it for the moment. Yeah, the cycle time will be quite slow for a good long while, which is why for the moment I'm not going to be putting any into the trains. It's just going to sit right here and accrue more fish so that I can get the modules in the fish tanks to get more fish faster, to get more fish for more tanks, etc. And it'll loop and loop and loop until I finally have enough to start providing it in the system. And that is that. And we still have another 56 minutes, 55 and a half minutes left in today's stream. That went by just a little bit faster than I was anticipating. Fish. Why not go to water and get the fish from there? I believe I've answered this already. I have already gotten all of the fish in all of the water that exists on the entire map. This is the only water that exists on the entire map because I have turned off water. And my starting zone had 30 fish in the starting zone. So, yes, I've done this already. I've mentioned this already at the very beginning of the playthrough. Like I made absolutely certain that I put those fish in a safe spot because I would have been a little bit screwed had I somehow lost those 30 fish, those initial fish from the starting water patch. I would have had to use a mod to re-enable water and spawn some water beyond the map edges and gone out and explored and found water to get more fish to spawn. I just don't like water. I don't like how the game spawns water in any of the like slider options. If I do have water on the map, I prefer having larger, less frequent patches. So increasing the water size and decreasing the frequency. Because otherwise it just makes the map look like complete Swiss cheese. And then even with the larger bodies of water infrequent, it still is too frequent for my tastes. I wish there was just like a very rare water. And they never look like oceans. They look like lakes and ponds. And it just disturbs me greatly that the scale is just not there. There's no sense of scale. Because our character scale is, at least in my brain, like me size. And a lot of the things that we build are, of course, bigger than the me size. But the water bodies, they're not like oceanic scale compared to me size. And some are like just shallow puddles, to be honest. It's like, why can we just not walk through these? These are not true lakes or water bodies. There's no rivers from mountains connecting to an ocean. So I just don't want water at all. They can't do it right, so I don't want them to do it. All right, we've got another amount, 24 fish farms to add in. I'm gonna actually reduce my request to like 30 now as I go back over to keep placing more of these fish farms. We have 118 already, so that scales quickly. That does scale rather quickly. Oh yeah, and the fish also have the randomized. They also have the randomized icons while on the belt. So what from here? From here, probably sea sponges. I'm going to need more Zogna. But that's not something I should keep in mind or, like, think about too much. Really, you can take productivity modules? Do I have the Mark II of you? I hope so. I better. I better. That. I don't know if that's true that this bioreactor takes that, but I'll gladly make use of it if so. Do I have sponge cultures? Of course not. Not on. Oh, there. There. Thank God. Thank God I do. Okay. And I have sea sponges. Made 43 of them to start the process. Oh God, that's gonna take a while. Okay. Yeah. 119. I have 100. I need 100. And 20. I also need these things. 2 stack of them. I don't have the inventory space for that. Oh well. Let's get those going. Get these fishies going. And that's it for the fish for now. Until more cycle. How many fish per cycle is it? 10. Oh, that explains a lot. That explains a heck of a lot. So we still need 25 more fish farms. And here, where I have the wastewater, I'm actually going to take it this way. Maybe, because I was thinking about evaporating into an amount of urea. With this many fish farms, I would end up with 50 wastewater, which I think would be 2.5 urea per second. Yeah, it would be 2.5 urea, which isn't that much in the grand scheme of things. Oh, good, another 20, and another 10, and another 10. Okay. Oh, 50 fish. Okay, good. Good. More. There we go. Keep on going. Give more fish. More fishies. More fishies, please. For now, though, back I go. Back I go for spongies. Right, I'm going to need my sea sponges. Sponge! Gib sponge. Gib all sponge. And then how am I going to free up inventory? What am I going to get rid of? Alright, let's go back down. Granted, I don't have all the fish farms that I need yet, but I'll manage. And I won't have the full 119 sponge cultures. All this just to get one sponge. One net out. I really want that recipe. That replaces tailings with phytoplankton. Oh yeah, tailings. It's just a shame that there's no recipe that just gives you tailings as like the primary output. Ay, ay, ay. Alright. Oh, there is. It's just pure sand and wastewater. And there's no dedicated, pure, like, way of getting wastewater. So the answer, of course, is to do sand and pure sand from soil. And burn it, of course. Burn the pure sand. So I will need a solid input in the form of coal for this. Coal? Coke. So I can get the burning going. But I should have all that infrastructure. Should. Just gonna wait a little bit for sponges. There are 2 on the way. Maybe I just don't. Maybe I just don't. Maybe I just bring it down to 20. And be on my way. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be on my way. Alright, sponges. Glorious sponges. Where am I gonna do the sponges? You know, I'm gonna do it here. I'm gonna delete that. Because I don't need any of this. This does not need exist. No existing required from you. This was supplemental copper for the bus. But I no longer need the bus. So there's that. Oh good, it looks like I just about have enough fish to cover the entirety of the build. Assuming I had the fish farms. Enough of the fish farms. I don't quite have enough of the fish farms, so I'll leave it for now. I just need to get the fish onto a train and onto the network and defined as fish. Fishy, fishy. There you go, defish. I'm thinking that in our next stream, I will be getting Corlex at the very least. Yeah, next stream will be Corlex. At this point, I would hope that I have my artificial blood. Yes, it has begun. I am making artificial blood. And I have a bunch stored. I should also have fetal serum. Wherever that went. Yep, there it is. So... Right, I need you there. I need you to be M artificial blood. And this one will be M fetal serum. And I have to get the blood and the artificial blood and fetal serum from here to here. So I can start making Muckmo and Corlex. Now this build does not need a second solid, it needs only one solid. Yes, destroy! Destroy and delete the copper. The copper must die. Oh boy. Yeah, that was a bit much. Gee, thanks. Gotta be careful when getting rid of that stuff. It really eats up the inventory quick. Let's work on that after taking care of the rail here and the sea sponge cultures. Not that one, but... do I? Yes, I do. Right there. So Zogna. Zogna and Coke. Our Coke at sponges. Our Zogna at sponges. Let's go Zogna. Which I need an infinite supply of. And Coke. Supply sponges. Depot sponges. Oh, that sucks. Goodbye. Okay, copy from all the way over here. You? Hi. No, not you. Where am I? Oh, there you are. Hi. This is the phosphoric acid area and phosphine. Yeah. This is all Mark II stuff. I am happy about this. I am happy with Mark II everything. I have plenty of phosphoric acid and phosphine for a good while. So I need 3 sets? Okay. Three sets gives me enough stuffs. Enough tailings. And that gives me up to 12 per second. Not quite 12, but, you know, a lot. 3, 6. Whoops, copy, paste. This is the Coke. Hello, Coke line. Let there be power. Power to the everything. And then connect up the tailings. Ta-da! The tailings. Now I will need 15. I think that's 15 or 16. 15, okay. We're good there. We need to input sponges to get sprouts out. Fortunately, this does appear to be a productive process. That's shocking to me. That's shocking. By default, a productive process, but you know what? Useful. Useful for this very, very expensive stuff. This is a very slow building with very low output that cycles half of it back to make more sponge material. Yeah, I will take what I can get for productivity on this step to reduce that half by as much as I can. And of course, if I were using Bob's modules, that would be extremely powerful here, knowing that this takes productivity. The only issue being, if I was using Bob's modules, I wouldn't have modules right now at all. I wouldn't even get this extra 8% productivity on everything that I've been building with productivity thus far, because Bob's modules need gold plates to even build the first modules. When using Pyandons mods, you need gold plates for that, and gold itself, gold, you can't get until you can do particle acceleration to convert silver into gold. I could do that. I think... Have I even unlocked the particle accelerator? I have, and I can build it. So I am at the point in the game where theoretically, if I were to go and set up boron, I think I could get gold. I do have the recipe. I would need to make proton donors. You put 10 silver plate in and you get 12 gold plates out. It uses a ton of power. You get a 30% chance of getting your crystallographic substrate back. It's a huge cermet sink that sinks boron, which is a big refined syngas sink. And then it's a big rayon sink for the crystallographic substrate as well. Yeah, rayon, cermet, and nichrome, and propene, which is a lead sink. So lead, chromium, nickel, cermet, rayon, not the types of things you want to be spending willy-nilly. It's definitely a viable option later in the game. Like there will be a particle accelerated diamond, which I haven't unlocked. Diamond. Yeah, right there. Graphite into diamonds in the particle accelerator unlocked at diamond mining, which completely avoids the entire diamond processing chain, kimberlite processing chain, I should say. It completely dodges it. I don't want to dodge it this time. I think I dodged it last time. I don't remember if I actually did it in Paidu Valley. I don't remember doing it in Paidu Valley. I've done it before, but I don't remember. I don't actually remember. Anyway, sea sponges. Hello, sea sponges. You have a saline byproduct, and this is gonna look very much like the fish farms. Oh gosh, and the power. Oh boy, and the power. Yep, I thought so. Grab that, paste it there, as is. There's 2 of 119. This is gonna have to be like 12 lines of 10. Or 10 lines of 12. 10 lines of 12. For 8. 12. Oh, that's unfortunate. Goodbye. Mainly worried about this clearance right here. This clearance. We will need, or I will need a single item in and a single item out for the rest of the game. 1 item in, 1 item out. That makes this significantly simpler than the fish. The fish needed an extra space between. This does not need that at all. Hello, doll. Yeah, brr. Chirpy, chirpy. Chirping at me. Off to the window she goes. Straight to the window. And of course we will mirror this on the other side. And then copy that 5 times. So many bots lately. It's been rather consistent, at least 2 per stream. I could just do that, and that acts as a means of getting the power across. So, on the other side, I'm going to need to flip all of the buildings. This time I'm just going to do that to connect the things. Oh, right. You are one tile up. There we go. There we go. And I'll do the same thing here on this other side. It'll make it a little bit easier to manage up above. Copy that. I should copy with, like, all of the infrastructure, though, including the belt. Actually, not with the belt. Now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I will grab that. Paste minus that. You know what? I'm going to include it. Yeah, that'll be better on the usage there of the power poles. That'll be way better power pole usage. I'm absolutely going to run out of belt very quickly. In fact, I don't need... Okay, I do need... Fine, whatever. If I do this across the board... Yeah, if I do that across the board, then I don't need any of these internal ones here. Yeah. Yeah. And then... It's not quite as simple as copying the whole thing again. I'm going to copy... that, paste there, but you see I have to get the pipes put back, and I need that. Okay. Now I can copy the whole thing. And paste. And paste. And paste. And that is 120. That is 120 glorious sponge cultures. Praise the sponge. So many sponges. Yeah. That's 1 per second. All this for a net 1 sponge per second. Unbelievable is right. We do all this for 1 sponge. All trees must die. Come on, trees. Get out. Get out, trees. And I'm worried. I'm very worried about what happens when we need 15 sponges. What happens when I need more than 1 sponge? That's a wonderful question. I don't know. I'm sure by that point I'll have better productivity modules, and I'll have a different I will have a different recipe for the sponges. I will have access to this one, which, thank God, triples the output. We go from 1 sponge to 3, and does the time change? Yes. We go from 1 sponge to 3, and we change from 70 seconds to 40 seconds. So in this case, 1 sponge out net with matrix solver is going to be 15. You go from 120 to get 1 sponge at the cost of 74.5 Zogna to 15 for 1 sponge net at the cost of 15.8 Zogna. Now, of course, this is not exactly, you know. Yeah, we're gonna end up with 8.4 after the transition. This is the more truthful situation, because what we're building here is 120, and we're going to convert it to phytoplankton usage rather than tailings usage, and that's going to increase the output to 8.4 for the same infrastructure. Yeah, that's pretty good. Don't know about you, but I think that's pretty good. Unfortunately, I haven't thought about things at all. I do need to spend a few sponges on sprouts. Which I did not make here. Hey, Ollie. Hey, big boy. Joining me next to me. So I will have to steal these. To make some sprouts. I also need more belt, but I don't have any. I don't have any anymore. Let's go back to the mall, and let's hope that I've got some stuff ready at the mall. Oh, there's the pretty boy. There's the pretty boy. Oh, I've just thought of something. I've got the webcam screwed into my mount for a desk mount pole now. So I can't actually grab the webcam off the top of the mount to show the kitty next to me anymore. Oh, that's not so good, huh? That's not so good, huh? Kitty, maybe I hook up the other camera and have it pointed at the desk next to me, so I just turn it on when I want to show the kitty next to me. Huh? Yeah, the pretty boy. Pretty boy on the towel. They have a fresh towel next to me. Well, relatively fresh towel. It's a different one than usual. Went from old red towel to slightly newer, thicker blue towel. Because Dolly threw up on the red towel, sadly. She had a sensitive stomach for a couple of days, a few weeks ago. Well, I can't believe we're almost done with sponges and with fish already. Like, we're almost, like, complete. Why didn't you make a bunch of sponge cultures? The heck you lacking? The heck are you lacking for sponges? Where is it? Where is it in here? Sponges, sponge. There you are. What are you lacking? Glass. That would also explain the lack of fish farms, because the fish farms also use glass. That explains the infrastructure issue here. Why I don't have enough on the fish farms and the sponge cultures. Still need a few more fish farms. Gonna push that back down to 10 now. And the sea sponge, we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait. That's out of vision range. I'm going to imagine that what's left is more than 1,000 units of belt. So I'm going to have my bots bring me another 1,000 units of belt. Then I guess I have to go to the fish as well and get the fish going online onto the train network, because I should absolutely have more than enough fish to cover the rest of the fish farm buildings. I definitely have the power, because I have gone down and I have expanded with 2 extra setups here, squares, for producing power out of benzene and aromatics. Making glorious combustion mixture down there. 3 of them. This entire square will be dedicated to power only. So 3, I can fit another 3. So that'll be like a 6x6, I think I can fit in here. 6x6 grid. At least 6 down here. I don't know about the other way. It seems... I think that this is thicker than it is tall. It's a little hard to think about it that way. I'm trying to visualize, could I fit 6? I can fit at least 5 this way. It's just, it would be like a 5x6, so at least 30 individual squares making however much power each, 180 net. 180 net-ish megawatts. All right, how we doing? We are okay. I'm gonna leave. Let's go. Let's start with the fish to get them all operating. Yeah, 4.8k sitting in the chest now. That's well more than enough to fill out the rest of these fish farms that still need modules. I've got another 20 buildings to place. That leaves me with like 6-ish left. 20... 4, 5, 25. So I have like 5 extra fish farms that I need in here. But I'll start sending it into a train. I'll load a train and do all that wonderful stuff. That's making, what, 5 per second on the fish is what I planned. And then only 1 on my sea sponge over here. When it gets Zogna, I have to absolutely scale my Zogna. Alright, going up. Fishy fishies. Everyone has fishies. Why do you have an ingredient shortage? Oh, because you needed pipe. Great. Always got to pay attention to my green dots from bottleneck light. Alright, go over here. Work from the bottom. Okay, then that leaves 5. Cool. The fish can get put away and put onto trains. A train, at least. You there. Enjoy. Come on out. Come on over. Come on down. Load the locomotive. With a couple stacks. Beautiful, wonderful fishies. Look at all the variety of the fishies. We've got a wonderful variety of fishies. Now, how we have such a variety of fishies, I don't know. But we do. Yeah, fuel for the train. Fish. Supply. Depot. Full cargo. Circuit condition. Auto magic. Because, you know, these fish farms, you're breeding fish in these fish farms, and you're apparently breeding several different species at a time. It's like, okay, we're breeding multi-species of fish in our fish farms. So that's now effectively complete outside of the missing 5 buildings there. Let's go over here. We were missing 12 total buildings. I have 6. I'll get those 2 down and, like, we'll have a gap of 6 here, I guess. We've arrived. And I need to be quite careful with this. Because I am limited by the amount of cultures I have, the sponge cultures, or the sprouts, I should say. I'm very limited by the sprouts. This can cause some issues. Just a few issues. I also need to like run the pipe logistics. Oh boy. Yeah, we're not done yet with this. We are not done yet. Don't know if I have enough belt. I hope so. If I don't, I have an extra 1,000 in my locomotive. Oh boy. So I need to make sure that, you know, exactly half of what I produce goes into making more sponge cultures. But, you know, normally what I would do is I would have a prioritization towards making the sprouts. I don't know if that definitely will not be very fast or very efficient if I have all of the logistics all hooked up, right? Like if I have all the logistics all hooked up, I have to get the entire thing full of sprouts before I start accruing additional modules? No. No, I'm not going to wait for the days that it will take to do that. The literal days that it will take to accomplish all of that. Oh wow, I still haven't gotten a delivery of Zogna. I thought surely by now I would have a delivery of Zogna bacteria, but nope. I am a little bit lacking on the Zogna. Now remember that those are connected down at the bottom, so I don't need to worry as much about connections and such. Just grab that. Okay. Zogna bacteria. Go, go, go. And you are the tailings. Of course you're there. Go, go, tailings! Go, 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 go! Tailings are here. Similarly, this uses one sprout to make one sponge. One sponge makes 2 sprouts. Hmm. Let's run all this logistics work. All these belts. Get it all connected first, and then I will... Oh. Alright then. We'll do it this way. Ahem. Starting off, you are going that way, and you are not going to go beyond the first 2. Or 1, for that matter. or one for that matter. And that'll just be that for now. Trying to think if I want to just put a splitter down there and then load half of the production into the chests so that I can keep continuing to fill in the filters with more sponges. I will actually trim here so that everything with sea sponges is able to operate. Once I get Zogna, that's the next hurdle. It's once I get Zogna, brought over, then I will have my production. What I will do here is finish off by putting down the train. You are sea sponge, or you are sponge, excuse me. SD full cargo circuit condition automatic. Set your limit to 1 each. Define sponges. Desponge. Desponge. Where are you? All the way down the list. Sponges. And that is that. Oh boy. I need a radar down here. Probably more than one radar. Like built into the system. Right in here looks good. You. Oh. There. Now I can see. Beautiful, beautiful stuffs. What is that? Why does that only show up on the... Oh, it's a chromium ore node. Goodbye. Didn't even see it under there. Alright. Well, with that, over the course of the day today, folks, I have set up artificial blood. If I can find it. Artificial blood. There it is. It's ish moving. Moving. Yes, it is in fact moving. Slowly but surely. I set up fetal serum out of Ulrich. Ulrich guts. That will change once I set up the other stuffs. The other stuffs, yes, very specific of me, I know. Ah, yes. Fetal serum. I set up fish. We have the fish flowing now, flowing freely. And I have set up sea sponges. Set up. It really needs the Zogna. I'm not producing enough Zogna. I need to go and scale that up. Going into next stream, I'm going to have this set up where I will be making the Corlex and Muckmo, so I will have some available so that we can just go straight into making Corlex next. As much as I really want to set up Muckmo, I am going to set up Corlex next. M Fetal serum, there you are. That'll take up basically our entire stream next time. Setting up Corlex and Corlex milk. Ideally, I'll also have set up the Vrauk cocoons by then. And that will be it for making the good alien samples. We are getting significantly closer. I need to do the microfiber and I need to do primers, but now that we are quote-unquote making sea sponges, I will have primers available. It's very important that I have this recipe because, yeah, the sea sponges make this a guaranteed output as opposed to a 70% output, and when I eventually get the extra productivity out of this... Why does that add 25% productivity, whereas the other one adds only 20? And lowers speed by 20. Like, what? Like, I'm gonna pick the CompuSun bacteria that gives me productivity plus 25, not the one that gives me productivity plus 20. Like, okay. Sure. We'll go with that one. I think there's some issues there with signs. I think it's supposed to reduce productivity. But yeah, with that, folks, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Show, but if you have enjoyed today's stream, please be sure to do all of the social and engagement stuff down below the video. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you have not yet subscribed, and hit the notification bell. Consider becoming a member of the channel by pushing the great big blue join button and supporting on Patreon at patreon.com/otakushowboat if you're so inclined and able. I will be back with more on Thursday. I hope to see you all then.